Good morning, it's Joyce at Joyce Meyer Junk Journals. How are you all today? I'm doing good. I haven't been glue booking. Is that a term? I think it is. I just made it one. For like the whole weekend. Last week, maybe I did a couple of minutes, but not as much as I want. And I'm trying to say that it's because I'm more relaxed. I don't need the stress reliever of doing a book, getting in the glue and getting the papers out and doing all the arranging and cutting and relaxing. It's just because it was 4th of July weekend, had to get food, make food, transport food, clean lake, come home, clean house, put the food away, just go, 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 go. So anyway, I tried yesterday, had time to start cleaning my craft room, and it's gonna take a while. Trying to reduce things. I will be making some really nice Happy Mail packages, and I might just I don't have a journal ready for 200 subscribers. I'm getting real close to having 200. I think I'll give away like maybe 5 or 6 Happy Mail boxes. And then I'll work towards the 250 will be when I give a journal away, because it's like the 250th anniversary of our country, right? So I'll make 250 when I give away a journal. I have a little contest. Cold coffee is fantastic, is it not? I'm like, I need one of those, I don't know where I'd plug it in, but one of those burners, those little heat plates where I can sit my mug and it stays warm. Well, okay, back to the book. I haven't really had videos that have worked. The last time was early last week, but my daughter-in-law thinks she had some tips for me, and I tried them this morning. She texted me, "Thank you so much. I love you." So we're gonna see. I found some things that I've been cutting up. This magazine, I cut out pieces of that, and I have some other things in my pile here. But I have a purse that just kind of fell apart, and I grabbed another one. I'm notorious for when I clean out a purse, I don't take everything out. So I found some little fun things from probably last year. But anyway, I'll show you what I just cut out of that magazine. And I thought I'm going to go back through the pages and that I've been doing without, these are not it, but the ones you haven't probably seen. Isn't these cute? Are these cute? Okay, these are the things that I don't know how to do. I'm not going to stress out. I can't crochet, I can't knit, I can't make these charms, but other people can. Isn't that beautiful how we don't all do the same thing? I can't make dolls, although I did make, what did I make when my nephew was born? I think he's 40 something, 50. But anyway, and I made him a little doll or bunny or something, I don't know. And then I made him a stocking for Christmas. That was like with the sequins and everything. And at that time I was making a needlepoint pillow. I made that for myself. I did crochet a long scarf. It all curled up. It was a mess, but to say the least, I've tried. So these are things that just kind of, I appreciate the people that make things like this. Is that not, and if I wore that, I would be really itching. It looks like it's wool or whatever. I cannot wear sweaters. So I'm like, hey, I'd like to wear that sweater. I'd like to have that sweater. So I'm putting that in and gluing it in here. Okay. Purple, lavender, lilac. Oh, I love both of those. Lavender, the scent. I can just smell lavender, smell lilac. And I get my bottle out all the time from Junk Journaling Jen. I miss her. But I keep thinking that her battle was so difficult with the cancer, and now she's free, and she is why I got into all this. One of the reasons why I found all of the people that I know that junk journal, a lot of them were from her. But yes, lilac, the word yarn. So I'm gonna pull these back off. And I think I did a lot of this fun, using images here. And I used a little bit of images here, but like it seems this was a good one. A little bit of magazine. But then I got into trash. This was a whole trash, it appears. Trash page. Okay. It was more of the candy too from Easter. So I backed off of like the using magazines. Ooh. See all this stuff that I've been doing, and oh no. And I haven't been showing you. So let's just go. This is a nice palette right here. This has got a lot of space. So let's kind of, I see purple up there. I think I'll put that there. I'm gonna trim off the side. I'm gonna glue these on here. And this is a test to see if truly my phone is healed. If I can film based on how my phone is operating now, then I don't have to go into buying a second phone, because that's what I was going to do, because I want to enjoy my life, and I want to come down here and not be worried, or not sit here like I have been doing, and I get rolling and I look up and nobody's home. It's like the phone's gone dark. Okay. Now, it's too many. Oh, she should go there, huh? Wouldn't she be cute there? I can put some flowers around her. Little flowers. Oh, that's real cute. And then, this has to do with yarn. So, I'm going to put yarn down here. Yep. Okay. I'm just making an executive decision. And so this 4th of July was so fun. Fireworks were great. Weather was nice and hot. There was a little storm in Indiana, and we had things blowing everywhere. I think everybody has that story from lightning in DC, everywhere. There was quite involved in the atmosphere. There was a lot of weather. So we had our share, but mostly I would say it was good. Yep, most of us were there. I miss my daughter. She was unable to come, her and her husband, but I brought her son with us. He's a fisherman. Tell you what, that kid loves to go fishing. Absolutely. He's into it. His rod's got to be a certain rod, and he's almost a teenager, and it's like, okay, now you can make some money and buy your own whatever, You can buy your own bait. He had a thing, and he's like, I need some raw chicken. So I was like, raw chicken? That's gross, Well, the fish must have felt the same way, because he didn't catch anything. So I don't know what was going on there, but it's not my problem. I had enough going on. But I got to spend quality time with my granddaughter. And she's working today, but she's going to come over later. I have a whole closet in the garage full of ball jars from my son's wedding. They had it at a farm. We had all these ball jars, and we used them for if I'm remembering right, I'm starting to get a little fuzzy. And I think we used them for my daughter's 30th. I'm starting to, I don't like how I forget things. So this is good for me to start. I kind of forget, and then I can go to the kids and go, you guys, I'm foggy on this. What in the world? They go like, no, remember? And then as soon as we start talking about it, I remember it. See, I'm back in the 1800s and the 1600s. I got all the old history in my head. I can tell you you know, like October 22nd, 1817 was my great-great-great-grandparents' wedding in Maryland. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's how my brain is. But like the recent or things that everybody else is talking about, that, you know, when you're raising kids, it's really, you're like surviving. You're trying to get to work. You're trying to get the kids packed up. You're trying to deal with when they're sick. You're, you know, you're involved in a lot of stuff. Okay, so I have put a couple things there. I don't want to overdo on any one page. I have some new things. I have some new pieces of, oh, I don't know, scraps and stuff. I won this. I don't want to glue that in though. I want to just put it in a journal. I won a Christmas tree that my friend made, a ceramic one, at our historical society. That's kind of cool. Put a word. I need a sentiment, huh? Let me put a sentiment down before I change my little mind. And that's a good one. That's what I always tell the kids. Do what's right. Tell the truth. And you don't even have to think for 5 minutes on it. Move to something else. Okay, so in here, see these stickers? I stuck. These are from my tea. All natural. Will these come off? Oh, that idea. It's a good thing I removed them now, because it looks like that idea is a permanent one. And all my glue is sticking. Time to get out the diaper, or, you know, the wipes already. Man, too soon. Okay, that goes there. That's from my tea. And you know, I like this little bakery. I save everything. I'm starting to get a little nuts, guys. I'm starting to be a little bit nutty. You know how they say squirrels, I'm nutty to go along with it. I got squirrels and the nuts. But it's okay, because that's why I have so much fun, I suppose. There we go. Choose the right bakery. $5.99. Wow. Who spends that much, right? At the bakery. Okay, so there's pink. I'm going to balance out this little bunny. I have had bunnies like this. They're like either plastic or glass. I cut it out, and I meant to look up to see. I can't tell if it's plastic or glass. I wouldn't think it's the plastic one. But anyway, okay. Can we say, oh look, so we have reduced down here. That's kind of fun, huh? It wasn't even intentional. Lemonade, okay. That'll go in my lemonade journal. I'm going to show you this cute little thing. Oh, I have all this stuff up here that I thrifted. Okay, this one I got for $1, but I know I can cover it. This is a coupon holder. Remember those? Isn't it cute? And it's already an accordion. So I could put my lemonade, what I collect for lemonade journal, the little things, and I can cover that with something. Isn't that cute? So I'll put this in there as I collect things. This is from the lemonade at the lake. The kids had a little lemonade stand, and it lasted for 15 minutes. No, I mean, we had a wheel that we spin, and the person who, you get a free lemonade or you get a squishy ball. We put cornstarch in balloons. Oh, it was a fiasco. That took forever. And I realized you don't put water in. You know, I had all these things I was trying from the internet. Never believe what you see. It was something. And so the other thing, if you spun and you didn't get the lemonade and you didn't win the squishy ball, you had to do 15 jumping jacks or 5 whatever push-ups. It was funny. This one guy goes, I don't want to do the 15. He's an older guy. I don't want to do 15. I'll take the lemonade. It's funny. I think they made $15. But anyways, they were too busy tubing and surfing and doing everything. All right, well, looking at what I have, these are the things that I just pulled out. I think I'm going to another page. What do you think? Yes. Another page? Yeah. Because I can keep coming back. I want to have a place to write, maybe journal on each page. I need a little section for, like this one's the only, they've all had pockets. That one was a pocket. See, the glue is still wet under there. I learned a lesson on that one. Maybe I should peel that up a little bit. I don't think, stuff doesn't stick right, you guys. I don't know what it is with, I love the fact that I could use this cheap tacky glue, but I'm not sold on it. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, that'll be just something. All right, let's go here. See that little maze? Gosh, that looks like fun. I can't resist. I can't resist. I'm just gonna go dead end. Oh no. Ta-da! I had to do that. Exercise my brain for a split second. All right, so see these little charms? Aren't those so cute? And then we have this little guy. This little, oh, wouldn't it be fun? Can you imagine a little octopus running through a maze? All the little legs. No, I think that is so cute. I remember having those little toys when my grandkids were little. We would buy those hand done. That was really popular. Now that magazine that I just showed you that I cut everything out of, this Knit Simple is winter 2007, 2008. So that's a little before grandkids started to be born. Yeah, it was even when my kids were my kids were done, but it's like in between everybody. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. I'm gonna say this little word reminds me of going through the maze. A little zigzag here and a zigzag there. Fun. Okay. And these flowers are so pretty that I feel I want them somewhere on this edge, right there. I've been wanting to use them because it is summer after all, y'all. It's summer and all the best flowers are blooming. My daisies are blooming. I have these huge daylilies. They're as big as a dinner plate. And I just sprayed them this morning with the deer and the rabbit repellent. I have a rabbit. They're all over. I was walking last night near the woods, the edge of the woods, and which is just like right around by my mailboxes. And I almost covered that whole thing, but it's okay. I'll put another one. That was a word crossword puzzle. Okay, that's cute. Flowers in a little can. I think that's a really cute idea. I'd like to do too. I'd like this to just be the things I wish I could do. Oh, warm fuzzies. Would that be precious right there? On tortilla chips? Oh, I love it. You know, when I get a very bad headache and then, well, I haven't had one since I've been drinking coffee. Oh, since I've been drinking this, my headaches are at bay. It's just fantastic. Why is this bottle back here? Oh, another bottle of glue hiding out. But anyway, the chips and the salsa, I guess it's the salt. And I guess it's the spiciness of the salsa. If I go down to this one restaurant, then I end up getting rid of my headache. I also drink a Coke. I do everything. I get the caffeine, the salt, the spice, and it just opens my head up, which is what coffee does. So I figured, well, I'll just do that in the morning, get it rolling before it becomes, it's just some vascular thing. I love that. That helps me. So I'm going to put this word, wait till you see. I trimmed this out of some scrapbook paper. Love. I love love in my journals. Hearts and love. There we go. These are some words. Can do. Yes. Can do. And you know, just talking about this, I'm the only one that's going to know what this means. And you'll know because I'm telling you. It's the coffee. So I'm going to put the coffee down here in the bottom. Coffee chips. I got some Coke in this thing too, maybe somewhere. I'll have to do that. Okay, now how's that look? Is that cute? Pretty cute. You can see it. Let me stand up and look. Oh, it's sweet. That's very pretty. All right, now see all the color here. You know that's perfect right there. You know it. Oh, it's fun, fun, fun. I'm glad you stayed till the end because if somebody else didn't, they missed the best part. They missed the best part. Yeah, na. Sorry. I'm saving the best for last. I should do that. I should do that. Okay, every time have something at the end. Well, let's see. Placement is very important. You can't even tell it says Mike and Ike's, but up there you can. They're little mouse and cheese. I always tell stories about mice and cheese. And I have I think my grandkids got really sick of me, but I bought these Malay mice. Anybody see those? And I had little imaginary houses. I think I got weird with it. I would play with them and make it too real. Like, oh, little mouse. Yeah, because I'm a little kid at heart. I really am. I love toys, and I love imagination and fun and color and everything. I don't know. I love joy. Just like to play. It's a lot that we miss when we just get serious and we're all about working. But we do need to work. All right. Here's another thing. This is perfect. Look. She has the colors. She does. I'm saying this, though, needs to be trimmed out. I'm going to trim it right there. You know, I'm supposed to be leaving to go to the museum. I am exhausted. Exhausted. I was going to stay home today because my body's just shot. My body is exhausted. I have had no time to just I went to the chiropractor yesterday, and my daughter opened her salon yesterday, and we had to go downtown, and it was like in the evening. We had a breaker tripped and had to go down there, and my husband had to check out and see what was going on, and he pulled into a parking lot where we met her to ride all together to go down. And he went over one of those, did you ever see the mediums that just like jut out right at the end? And everybody parks like along the side of the grass. So as you pull in, they have an island, you know, at the end. I call them the 50-50 spots. I love those where nobody can park on one side of you. Well, he went over it because there was a car coming out, and he's got this huge truck. And I had just been to the chiropractor. I about had whiplash. So my head hurts, my neck hurts. I went for a walk last night, trying to erase all the places where I bounced. Do you know what I mean? Oh, she's so cute. There she is wearing my sweater I would have if I could. Thank you. All right, so now I got a word. I don't know if I should do a word. I think I'm going to wrap it up, but I want to show you something real cute. And again, since you stuck to the end, you'll know this is something that I made. After this glue book is done, instead of picking up another big one, you know, this kind, let me grab one really quick, you know, this kind. So we have that, right? I found these at the grocery at Kroger's in 3 different colors. So see that little one? I think it'd be fun to do little things in there and make this, but in this size, right? And then I was thinking I wanted to make a little one. Can you see how little? So I took an index card and I just patted with the black acrylic paint, and I had some washi tape that's black. I used elastic to hold these pages in. I tore these pages out of one of the books, okay? And then this could be pockets. It could be, this is lined with thicker paper. Can you see the black that I got all over the place? Kind of shows through. So I had to cover that up. But I thought I would put little pockets. I just make this a fun adaptation of what I think a little composition book would be. A little mini, teeny, tiny one. And I'll just like decorate the pages. And I just did that by hand. Whoa, bring it down. You can't even read it, but it's just to give you the impression. Doesn't matter. I just used a Sharpie. It says 80 sheets. Of course, there's not 80 sheets in there. But it's precious, right? So I think that's what I'm going to do next. So stay tuned for that. And I don't know what I'll call it, like miniature, you know, whatever, mini composition glue book. But that's all I have for today. And that was way fun for me. I hope it was way fun for you. And since I got all this glue, I am going to have to prepare. See, I have these other pages for the next time, you guys. I got other stuff. This is my neighborhood stuff. I'm gonna call it my neighborhood page, right? These are just things that like I pick up when I go to the neighborhood. All right. Well, and there's soap. I love that you came and glued with me. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.